Hi, I'm John Tyler, and I want to help you install your Tyler Kinetic sculpture. And so first, and maybe most important, you need to think carefully about where you want to put it so you can view it the most often. Don't get it off somewhere where it hardly ever shows up. Another important thing is light it at night if you can. It'll greatly increase the amount of time that you can enjoy your sculpture. So here we have a three-piece sculpture, and the base is the tallest part. To install it, we're going to need to drive this stake in the ground, and it's going to go in 24 inches, and 15 inches at least will be above ground. Now, I recommend that you soak the area that you plan to drive it into for at least an hour beforehand, or a slow dribble for several hours would be great. And when you drive it in, if it's not going to go in, you're going to have to soak it some more, because if you hammer on this really hard for a long time and try to drive it through bedrock, you will mushroom the top out and your sculpture won't fit. It'll need to be ground down again. You want to protect your eyes and ears when you're dealing with hammers and steel. Try to get it as nearly vertical as possible. It's not going to really ruin the way the sculpture moves, but it just makes everything look better. Okay, like I said before, you want at least 15 inches above ground so that the sculpture will settle onto the stake firmly. Okay, we didn't mushroom the stake, so we're good to go here. There is an Allen screw at the bottom of here. Okay, so we snug that up, and you can loosen it later to position the sculpture facing any direction that you want. So the first component to go on the sculpture has the largest hole, and because the holes are different sizes on the different pieces, you won't get them in the wrong order. No fears there. Okay, the trick here with the assembly is to get it to line up so it will slip in. Come on around the side here. And you have to just sort of rock it wherever you sense a little forward motion, rock it in that area and it will slip on just fine. The rope, you're probably wondering, you better stand back, is to pull this down so I can access it. And this is tricky. If you have someone to help you, it could be a lot better. They could hold that end out there that's waving around and thinking about hitting me firmly. Okay, but this works. Okay, here we go. Very top piece. We're almost there now. Once again, you have to find the alignment. You're not going to force anything. It just won't help. I sort of know where the angle goes up into the piece. That helps me some, but I'm still hunting around. Yeah, I can see it wants to start there. Just get the angle right, and I've got it. Voila. Let's talk about the future of your sculpture and what you need to do to maintain it in good shape. One of the things you'll want to do is coat the exterior with a product like this, LPS3. This is the best thing I've found. And you spray it and wipe it all over, remove the excess. Then The other thing you want to do is to make sure that no corrosion occurs up in these bearing receivers. And after you put them together, quite often the grease gets wiped out and you need to add extra protection.